Good afternoon. I'm joined today by Bob McNichol, who is speaking to us from his home. And Bob is one of our listeners who uses some of our talking newspapers. Bob, what devices do you listen to our talking newspapers on?
I use my Echo Studio in the sitting room, but primarily I use my Samsung smartphone, which I always have connected to an Alexa earbud in my ear. So if I want to open up the talking newspaper, I just say, Lady A, launch talking newspapers, and it automatically launch for me, and it will say what we want to use. I'll just say Q review Kirkintilloch Herald, and it gives me the latest news that's happening in the area.
Can I ask you what local authority it is that you live in?
I live in East Dunbartonshire.
Do other talking newspapers from around the country, or is it primarily the Kirky Herald?
No, I listen to Which every month. I use the Which magazine every month. I listen to the Scottish Field. I listen to the newspaper from Perth. I'll listen to the Shetland Times now and again. So I do use, and in fact, I change the area now and again, and I actually go into London, and I listen to the local one for East London. I do use the whole range of the talking newspapers.
So talking newspapers basically are quite an important part of your life, that they help keep you in touch with what's going on in your community and the country as a whole.
Definitely. Since being registered visually impaired in January this year, try to read anything, try to read a newspaper even, is very difficult for me. And even using a magnifier, I've just recently bought a new magnifier. It's called a Ruby XL HD. It's a handheld magnifier. Even using that, still try to read a whole paragraph at a time. It's difficult.
It's difficult.
So I use the Alexa devices a lot for the Q review talking newspapers, whether it be reading the RNIB talking books or Audible. I've never actually read as much since my problems have started. Over 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, say. I've probably never read as much.
Previously, when you had your full sight, I mean, was it like posters and your doctor's surgery in the library or whatever that you would have seen, and you would have maybe responded to that? How did you used to access information that you now have had to change?
I would access information by whether it be a wee flyer came through the door, a poster in doctors, a poster in the library, bill poster outside. Even now, I can't even read a bill poster.
Yeah.
And that's how much my eyesight has deteriorated in the last 2.5 years. So I find the talking newspapers invaluable.
So again, I mean, the fact that it's only been in the last couple of years this has happened to you, you probably won't have been receiving the old audio cassettes in a yellow plastic envelope, any of that stuff, or you might initially have been receiving USB sticks through the post. But I mean, at Q Review, you're getting the news that day. If you listen to the Herald from us, or you listen to the Evening Times Sport Edition, you're getting the sport article shortly after it's appeared on their website, and it's uploaded, and you can choose to listen to that.
It's like me going into a local supermarket and buying an Evening Times.
Yeah.
Or it's like going and buying a Kirky Herald, buying a Sunday Mail. It's
without putting words into your mouth.
Without the talking newspapers, I feel being visually impaired, I'm isolated. I feel isolated anyway.
Right.
And without having access to the talking newspapers, I'd be even more isolated. If that makes sense at all.
Well, fantastic, Bob. And just so as we can give you a plug, you're actually the treasurer of East Dunbartonshire Visual Impairment Forum. And although it's the summer at the moment, you're on a holiday. But when is the Visual Impairment Forum back up and running again?
We start up again on the Wednesday, the 3rd of September. And we're looking, we've nothing organised for the day we open up. It's going to be a wee chat, wee coffee, see what everyone's been up to. And generally, we do get people coming in regular, giving us this. The last discussion we had was somebody from the Forth and Clyde Canal Society, telling us the history of the Forth and Clyde Canal, how it lay dormant for so many years, and then through a grant from the Millennium Trust at the time, they managed to get the Forth and Clyde Canal opened up again. We've had people from the Kirky Library in, giving us what services the Kirky Library offer us, whether it be books on CD, books in digital format.
Fantastic.
We're there to support each other, and it's somewhere to come and not feel isolated.
And what time are your meetings, and where are your meetings?
10 o'clock every Wednesday in the Park Centre in Kirkintilloch, which is just up from Tesco's.
Fantastic. Bob McNichol, thank you so much for giving us that short interview, and best wishes to you, Bob.
Thank you very much, Alastair. Nice talking to you.